Good day, good day. I was forced to make this lesson. For those who have missed my lesson, other people always misses my lessons. I don't know why. So I'm going to post this lesson on YouTube. This is the good doctor Tutamonmas. So we're going to look at the PARAZOA EUMETAZOA split. So this is the so we are going to study the today we're going to study the PARAZOA. So next lesson we're going to study the EUMETAZOA. So this is termed PARAZOA EUMETAZOA split. So all metazoans, we say that they are monophyletic group. They share a common grand ancestor. So where do they originate? We say that they originate from a proto-metazoan. In other words, all metazoans they originate from a protozoa. Mind you, we said that when we are talking about the protozoans, we say that the protozoa, these are the first animals. We say that we have categories of them. We have the mastigophora there, mastigophora, or the flagellates, and we say that the flagellates, it is believed that according to what, to the colonial theory, we are from what? We are from the flagellates. So you can see that we share the great common ancestor. So the first metazoans which developed after the integration of cells, it was divided into two, or it split into two, into what you call subkingdom PARAZOA and the subkingdom EUMETAZOA. Mind you, there was a protozoa. The protozoa which lived in colonies. After living in colonies, it integrated, meaning that it became multicellular. It lived together as cells which depend on one another. So those cells which depend on one another, they ended up dividing into two. So dividing into what you call PARAZOA and also EUMETAZOA. So that splitting of metazoa, is called PARAZOA EUMETAZOA split. PARAZOA EUMETAZOA split. So now we have two subkingdoms of metazoa or metazoan. The way I spell it, don't worry. You can say I don't know English. So you can see that these two subkingdoms, they've resulted in metazoa doing what? Splitting. So you have to understand the subkingdom PARAZOA, then the subkingdom EUMETAZOA. What I can tell you is that all animals which are living today are metazoa. That's what we know. So there are two types of, or two kingdoms of subkingdoms of metazoa. Other animals are living while they are under the subkingdom of what? Of PARAZOA, while other animals are living while they are under the subkingdom of what? Of the EUMETAZOA. So what are the characteristics of PARAZOA? So the PARAZOA, these are animals which have the following. These are metazoans which have the following. They have no defined tissues or organs. Their cells specialize and integrate their activity. In other words, we can say that these are animals which are in a cellular aggregation or cellular level. They have a cellular aggregation, cellular level. They are still operating in their cellular level, but we can't call them colonies or individual cells, because even those cells, they have integrated. If we say the cell have integrated, you will see in a sponge we have cells such as the chinocytes and the porocyte. the chinocyte cannot live alone, cannot survive alone. Although it is existing as a cell, it needs a parasite, by the way, or somehow, to depend on what? On taking things out inside. These are the parts of a spongy. You learn those parts when you go deeper. So these cells, these animals which are under parazoa, we can't say that they are cells. Yes, they're in a cellular aggregation, cellular level, but so we can't say that tissues. Yes, but they're in a cellular aggregation. But we can't say that they are colonial cells or they are individual cells. Why? Because the cells have integrated. Although they exist as the cell as they are, but they've integrated. In other words, those cells in a sponge, they depend on another cells to live. If you separate that cell from that cell is going to die. That's why we call them metazoa or multicellular cells. Why? Because the cells have integrated. So the organism is just a loose aggregation of different types of cells. So these are cells which are there. Like you can even point out and say, this is a chinocyte, this is a spongial coil, this is a what, this is a what, this is a what. So there are no germinal layers, no granulation. When you go further in bio 1 and 2, you learn that there is a development whereby there are layers, which is called granulation, which leads to what you call organogenesis. So in other words, we say that we say that the animals started as a single cell. So there are other animals which exist in a loose aggregation of cells. There are other animals which exist in a level of tissues. There are other animals which exist in a level of that and that and that and that. So you understand that the way animals are being different is because of some certain features due to development, in which other animals have coeloms, others have one mouth, others have two mouths, others have two layers, others have three layers, others have pseudocoelom, whereby but that it's been filled. So you will understand that the more some features animals gain, the more they diversify further. So that's why we say that there's diversity. So intracellular digestion of that. So the most key important point under this subkingdom parazoa is the organism operate at cellular level of organization. The organism operate at a cellular level of what? Of organization. So we have the other subkingdom, what we call subkingdom metazoa. So this subkingdom metazoa, we can say EUMETAZOA. Whenever you see EU in biology, that means true. How about EUMETAZOA? In other words, it means true animals. The characteristics of all these EUMETAZOA, these are the characteristics of all animals that when you asked, when you're doing standard 4, what are the characteristics of animals, you will say that animals have true tissues. Again, this is what you will say. You say animals they undergo granulation. These are the points that you would say. So EUMETAZOA, these are the characteristics of animals which are existing, true animals. Yeah, the reason why we call it true animals is because EUMETAZOA, true metazoa. It is because the characteristics of this subkingdom is the same as of the animals which you are seeing today. Does it make sense? Yes. So these are characteristics of what? EUMETAZOA. So phylum Porifera, I have a video online on phylum Porifera. I'll not do it actually. So but because phylum Porifera is spongy, is under what you call phylum Parazoa, I want you to see this diagram which I've enlarged here, this one, the structure of a sponge, you can see that this is a sponge, this is a parazoa. We say that is a loose aggregation of cell. You can see the chinocytes there. This one is the spermatozoa. So we have the porocyte there, we have the pinococyte. You can see that but although they are operating at a cellular level, but these cells, they depend on another to function. So you can join my lessons. Dr. Masalila, the good doctor, 76542517, Botswana, 76542517. I offer online tuition and also physical tuition. 150 pula, $15. Hey, so I offer in the University of Botswana. Come and enroll. Biology is so simple, so easy. Let's eat bio together. Let's do it. Yeah?